Good morning, everyone. Apologize for being a couple minutes late. So, as always, if you can hear me, a thumbs up would be great. Good morning. Awesome. So as everyone's jumping in, good morning, everyone. Elliot, Makizela, Zoe, Phoenix, good morning. So we are going to be, hello, Zoe. Oh, good morning, Lacey from Montana. Good morning. So, for those right now, I think he was the only one that I might not know. Oh, good morning from Hawaii. Oh, dang, you're up early. Good morning, everyone. Claire, good morning. So, if you have not been on one of these calls or worked with me, which I think most of you have, perhaps a couple have not, is we're going to be going into a meditation or a guided experience, and Sekhmet's going to be offering her energy, and we're going to see like where could we use the extra power and really seeing where our truth lies and where the power to ignite that truth and how to also help to activate and enliven that energy. I will be doing some sound. I normally, for those who know and been with me for a bit, I'll be doing some sound. I'm struggling right now with a very sore throat, so it's not going to be as sound. So for those who are jumping in new, it's you'll hear all sorts of different sounds. Some burping. I'm moving the energy, so I'm looking at the group soul. I'm looking at the group energy and doing energy work on the collective, which then affects your own being part of the collective. Whether you're watching this live or later on, and then we'll be working with the guides to open up channels to activate. Oh, good morning, Iris. Oh, it's 4 a.m. Wow. You're dedicated. That's amazing. So, Sekhmet. I was just actually in Egypt in October and had the privilege to go into Sekhmet's inner chamber, and it's interesting. She's pretty much in lockdown. There's a gate and guards, and it's interesting when you go to Karnak. It's the largest temple site, and it's truly a sight to behold. And the carvings and the colors that are still vibrant on the ceilings that were painted with lapis and all sorts of gems. I mean, it's I'm still going to be adjusting in my energy field from it for a while. And when you walk in, and it's just this huge complex, like huge complex that had been built thousands of years ago, thousands and thousands. And Sekhmet is off to the left, and this way over here in her own temple, and you wouldn't know it unless you have a guide or if you have a private to go see it. And so we went as a group, and um, you're not supposed to be able to go see it, but you pay off the guards. It's a very interesting system there. So you pay off the guards, you have like 5 minutes, and it's one of the most powerful. You go into this, her inner chamber where her statue, this is, I got this at the outside. So this is the replica of her. She's huge, standing right in front of you, and she has not been moved, which is pretty rare, as I learned traveling all over Egypt, that she is in the same place she's been for thousands upon thousands of years. And for thousands of those years, she was tended to, and the energy and the spirit of Sekhmet, and she's still very alive and well today, even though she's behind. There's a lot of guarding, not necessarily. Some of it's good. She would be probably vandalized. She was out in the open. And some of it is very much like a cloaking as well. So it was very interesting. And but going in and being able to be eye to eye to her, and the being that is very alive, and the electricity in the room is palpable. And um, in my own experience, the transformation. And so we were there, and then we had our 5 minutes, and the guards usher us away, and we did our other things at Karnak. But I had a sense, an intuition to go back and just see what would happen, like, because we had our free time afterwards. We were in a small group, but then so me and my partner and this one man who was with us went, and we're like, we're gonna just see what happens. And so this guard was there, and we're like, can we see Sekhmet? Can we go in? And we paid him a bunch of money, and we went in and were able to just be with her, and be with her for a while, and be able to touch her, and to really feel the power and the transmissions, and her face morphing and coming alive. Like, there was an alive being that we were able to engage with. um, and one of the more powerful experiences I had in Egypt. And she's still, I'd already been very much in working with her as an ally, and that clearly just like bumped it up to a different level, and to truly be able to be in deep presence with her in that way. So yeah, it was extremely special. And so Sekhmet is the guardian of truth, Mahat. So Maat is truth, and she's the guardian of that truth. And where we've been working with, like in my in the priestess training, we've been working with power in the solar plexus, and working with Sekhmet within the power, the fire center, because so much of her is the fierce compassion and um, fierce love, but fierce knowing that she, when she comes into and works with you and helps to activate your inner fire, she's very fiery. um, that's going to give you the inner fire to be able to speak your truth, to be able to even know what your truth is. So what I've seen is so much of us, in our day, especially now, we're like over and bombarded with so much stimulus. It's sometimes hard to know what our truth is. And so she really comes in and helps to ignite the fire and your power, so you're able to even navigate, what is worth making a stance for. I mean, we have lots of truths. We have lots of things that are true for us, and then bigger truths. And we're not going to always, pick and choose, where we put our energy. And Sekhmet comes in to really, like, with her laser sharp vision of really helping to clarify, what is the truth within you that is worth taking, not just a stance in the outside world, but for yourself, where you truly make adjustments in your life, because this is a non-negotiable. And so that really, for me, she really comes in and helps me clarify what's the non-negotiable. I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of um, things I want to engage with, but what really is the the part of the soul that's the non-negotiable for me um, to live out my high destiny in this lifetime. And that's the type of truth that Sekhmet is working with, and also to be a protector. She's an immense protector with, especially if you've been working with boundaries in your life, working with boundaries within your own self of habits, beliefs that the mind wants to keep engaging in, but your soul and your heart know, like, enough. That belief and that pattern that may have come from me, but it probably came also from my ancestry, like, enough. So we think sometimes boundaries so much with the external world, but dang, if we don't need boundaries within our own self, of that different parts of self, the ones, the part of self that's like, I don't know if I want to change. Like, this is what I know, and this is what's comfortable. And that over there, like stepping into full power and embodiment and awakening, it's fucking scary. So let's stay over here. And those are the voices, those are the habits, right? Like, how often do we have an intention? Like, we get the download, we're at our altar or dancing, and we feel the right action, we feel the truth land in our body, but then our habitual environment, our habitual life takes over, and we're like, oh, well, that lasted about a week. And then there's that nudge to keep coming back to it. So Sekhmet really also helps to come in to create boundaries within yourself, to like, where's your growth? Where are you invited to step forward onto your path in a more intentional way, in a way that's in present time? Right. So all of our habits and beliefs and patterns that, we're moving through, they're not in present time. When we're in present time, we're in full presence. We're in full presence, we're in full clear knowing. And then the action is not even really a choice, it's just what is, right? It's like when we're in full presence, we are moving through life from this place of the such deep knowing that it becomes the choiceless choice. Right? We're not sitting here like, oh, is that my intuition? I'm not sure. Or is that just my mind? And like doing the ping pong dance, like, oh, should I go on that trip? Should I not? It's just like, bam, it drops and and you do. It's the action that really then comes into fruition, but not from a mental place, not from a place of, is this right? Is this wrong? The ping pong. It's just this land that goes forward. And so Sekhmet is really part of helping in that journey as well. So that's who we're going to work with. Oh, hey, Lindsay. Yep, pound. So yeah, we're talking about voice, truth, and I have a very sore throat right now. I woke up. My partner's been sick, and I was doing really good not catching it, and then we made out. So then I'm like, oh, I woke up. I'm like, oh, okay. Shoots, might should have held off another day on that one, or not. So one thing she's coming in really strong already is sometimes our truth actually, because I was just about to say the voice part, right? Sometimes it's really important for our power and our truth to stay within ourselves for a while. Our truth doesn't necessarily always have to be landing and then out. Sometimes that truth and that power is for us and us alone. And then it alchemizes, it reworks the energy system, it reworks your heart, it reworks your throat, your belly, your sacral, your base, it works your system. And then you make different choices. It can be just like ever so slightly that shift in direction, that's 5 degrees, 5 degrees, 5 degrees, to where then one day you wake up and you've jumped timelines and you've jumped paths. Hi everyone. So my electricity went out. We're gonna see if folks come back on. So that is really interesting. I'm just gonna type. Okay. Hi, everyone again. So let's see if folks jump back on. My electricity went out, so that's funny. It's not gone out even in like the worst storms, and it's like not even storming here. So interesting. Very interesting. So we will All right. So that being said, we'll just jump in. So the piece that she's coming in really strong, again, is letting the energy move you. You know, let the process move you and you not try to figure out the process. I was just speaking about this last night. You know, there's a way that these energies, these transformations come into our being, and when we try to process it and figure it out is when we can stop the flow of energy. So we're just going to jump right in and see what Sekhmet has in store at the moment. So as always, you're going to get comfy. We're going to be doing the breath of fire pranayama before. So it is a breath that we focus on the exhale. If it feels like it's too much for you in the morning, then go into long, deep breathing, or long, deep breathing would be good. So, so the breath of fire is, it's, you focus on the exhale and you're bringing your navel back to your spine, and it's a quick breath. So it's, so you're pumping the navel back towards the spine. So it's a quick rhythm. And if you don't, you know, if that's too fast, you're going to go at your own pace. So if I had my mouth open, it'd be like panting. So we're going to get comfy. We're going to start for just a little bit of breath of fire, and then we'll go right into the process. So closing the eyes and finding your seat. Allowing your awareness to rest on the breath just as it is right now, with the inhalations and the exhalations. Feeling your body supported by Pachamama, Mother Gaia below you. Tuning into the rhythm, tuning into your rhythm. Summoning yourself to yourself through all timelines, all dimensions, all lifetimes to right here, right now. So we sit in this holy space, in this sacred circle on this morning. We invoke our high hearts, high selves, letting our soul and our spirit and our body become one in resonance and frequency and light. We are made of earth. We are made of stars. And resting at the midway point between the earth and the heavens is our sacred heart. Breathing into your heart in the center of your chest. Welcoming in the guides and teachers and the beings of light that surround us, celebrating our walk the archangels and the outer layers surrounding us in a circle of light and grace and protection. And tuning into your solar plexus, to your belly, to that fire within. How is your fire doing this morning? Does it need to be stoked or calmed? Just noticing what you notice before we go into the breath. If you're pregnant or on the first day of your menstrual cycle, you want to do this very slowly or just focus on slow, deep breathing. And we're going to inhale all together. And exhale, sigh on the exhale, letting yourself fully arrive. One more time. Inhale, big, deep belly breath. Calling yourself forth. Exhale, arrive. Presence now. One more time. Inhaling. We'll begin on the exhale and exhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Go at your own pace. Feeling the breath stoke the fire, keep going. Inhale. Hold the breath in, feel the fire building, growing, activating. And exhale. Keeping the awareness on the solar plexus. Sekhmet arrives. Feeling her presence enter the space, enter your field. She's walking around your field 3 times, clearing out some dampness, especially in the back. Just feeling the heat of her around you. As if you were standing in front of a bonfire, feeling the heat on your body, feeling the heat of your power igniting within. Where does your power support to your truth? Where does your truth need your power, your fire? Sekhmet coming in front of you, standing, her immense self in full, fierce compassion and fierce love, offering her medicine. There's a gift to be offered to link your power and your truth together. Receive that now. What does Sekhmet have to say? What is her medicine? How does it land in your field, in your belly, in your being, as ally on the path? And letting the divine light, the divine truth of your truth coming in from the top, coming in to your crown, descending like a column of light, coming into your body. Then belly to belly, the eternal flame that rests within Sekhmet, the fire in her eyes, the fire in her heart, the fire in her solar plexus. Let your centers receive that transmission. How does your body need to adjust to receive your truth, your power, your fire? You don't need to reach for an answer, it'll drop in. Where in your life can you have fierce love for yourself? See if you can take in just a little bit more, standing in your own fire and your own light, feeling the gaze, the communion with Sekhmet. Where does your energy light up your own inner Sekhmet? There's an energy of commitment she offers. Where does that energy, that frequency of commitment serve your life, serve you, your heart, your path, your embodied awakening right now? Breathing in deep. Feeling the energy integrate into your field, to your heart, into your belly. Sekhmet steps back, bowing to your process, to you in solidarity. Call upon her when you need that extra fire, extra power and protection. She is you and you are her from time immemorial. She will always stand for your truth, for your love, and for your compassion. Giving thanks from our hearts, gratitude, she steps back into the circle of light. And feel your body, feel your energy field. Notice what you notice. Feel your root, your connection to the earth and to your body, to this form, the will to be. Feel your crown open, extended, expanded, receiving the light of your divine self, the light of the stars. Your heart. Breathing into your front body and your back body. Feeling the space around your body. Feel the adjustment, the activation of your truth and your power. The gifts extended and received. Thank you, Sekhmet, saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Feeling the temperature of the air on your skin coming all the way back into this time, space, dimension now. When you're ready, you're going to slowly open your eyes, letting the light be soft coming in, periphery gaze. You can move your body around, let the energy adjust, and of course, stay inward if needed. I encourage you to write down any insight or healing, the gift from Sekhmet, um, anything that came up in the invitations that she offered during that time, as well as just know, like, when our power and the place within us and our solar plexus gets activated, it's an activation. And so be gentle with yourself today. There might be some anger that comes up, or some just energy, and you not know how to do with it. So dancing, movement, letting the energies move you instead of you try to move the energy. Sekhmet is a powerful ally to return to over and over. The more I've worked with her over the years, and then the more presence she's had in my life, it really, my partner and I now, it's like, oh, they're like, you just had like serious Sekhmet moment, right? So the times where you might be a little bit, have been wavering and being able to stand, you call upon Sekhmet within your inner Sekhmet too, within yourself, that energy comes in and truly reworks your system, your DNA, your cells. My life is definitely like legitly changed in interactions and not just interactions, but the field and the presence. So if power and truth and finding that inner fire is something that you know is what you um, work with, then I, revisit working with Sekhmet for sure. So thank you all. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you this time, 9 a.m. next week. And be well.